developments. With an impressive and enviable economic outlook, one of the world's wealthiest nations is now setting its sights on the Gambia's hospitality industry. This, according to authorities tasked with the responsibility of developing the tourism sector, promises to herald brighter prospects.
We are now attracting investors into the country. Very soon we will sign an agreement with a very, well-known and renowned hospitality institute in Qatar, thanks to His Excellency the President, because he took the lead in actually trying to get all those people to the Gambia. We're in the stage of finalizing the memorandum of understanding. They intend to build 2 5-star resorts plus an international status conference facility.
Qatar's infrastructural development sparked a glimmer of hope for international institutions that hold events in various parts of the world. Like Qatar, the tourism minister is optimistic in the years to come, the Gambia would take advantage of the investment in tourism to host high-profile events regularly.
Gambia is a tourist paradise. Gambia is doing better than you will see in the sub-region. It's all because of His Excellency's dynamic leadership. And like I said in the beginning, the support I receive even from my cabinet colleagues.
Over the years, the Gambia has attracted thousands of tourists thanks largely to its 3S, the sun, sea and sand. When compared to other countries in the sub-region, authorities say the Gambia is yielding dividends in tourism despite the challenges facing the industry the world over.
Every other week we receive investors. There's somebody interested in the islands of the Gambia. There's somebody interested in forest parks, upcountry. So we see them all the time. And the reason why they keep coming is because of the conducive environment in the Gambia, is the peace and stability we find in the Gambia, is the support that they receive when they come from the Gambia government. So very soon our challenge of accommodation will be a thing of the past.
If this much anticipated agreement on investing in the hospitality industry between the Gambia and Qatar is signed, this will no doubt solidify the relationship between these two nations, whose development cooperation continue to blossom for the benefit of its people. Ibrahim Balde, GRTS.
The Gambia Police Force has been donated a podium crafted and presented by the proprietor of a carpenter workshop at Old Juswang. Citizen sources, Seka's gesture is in recognition of the important role the police play in the maintenance of peace and stability. Patu Jasi reports.
Presenting the podium to the Inspector General of Police, Sheikh Tijan Seka expressed delight as a citizen to contribute his quota to national development. He believes civilians should support security personnel as partners in development. Sheikh Tijan Seka, whose workshop is behind the old Joswan prisons, revealed that he is offering training to 3 prison officers and added that his doors are open to the police to bring more apprentices keen to improve their skills in carpentry. The Inspector General of Police, Yankuba K. and Sonko, expressed delight for yet another demonstration by a member of the civilian populace to support them in recognition of the service they render to the public.
So let's maintain that professionalism in us, the way we handle. Let us be the best of whatever we are, as I always tell people. Let's be the best of whatever we are in the way we arrest, in the way we approach people, in the way we handle matters at the station and in court. This helps a lot. The members of the public are coming forward very well now to assist. The reason being possibly because they have discovered that the police is taking another direction. The police is taking another dimension. The police yesterday is quite different from the police today. And you are all aware of that. We are making our own way to improve the image of the Gambia Police Force.
IGP Sonko also commended Sheikh Tijan for such a timely and worthy gesture, which he accepted not only in words but presented a certificate of appreciation to him. Cadet Abdu Bojang, who explained what prompted Seka to craft such a magnificent podium, urged others to emulate the carpenter and many others who came to their aid. For GRTS News, I am Fatu Jasi.
Live on our website at www.grts.gm. That takes us to our first break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In a move that is expected to placate Guinean opposition supporters, the head of the country's electoral commission has tendered his resignation. Political pundits had been demanding the removal of Lucente Camara, whom they say was too close to President Alpha Condé. After the last presidential election 2 years ago, Guinean authorities have been struggling to organize parliamentary elections. As we hear in this report, the latest development is expected to generate controversy.
In Guinea, the head of the country's election commission is to step down. The move provides hopes for an easing of tension in the country.
In the name of ethics and the principles I uphold, I am making a choice in the higher interest of the country, of our nation of Guinea. Neither my modest person nor my position should become national political issues.
President Alpha Condé said this was a wise decision. The opposition had been demanding the removal of Luceni Camara, saying he's too close to the president to be a convincing head of the election committee. Guineans have been waiting for 18 months for the promised vote, and a demonstration calling for polls to be speeded up last month turned to violence when it was repressed by police. 120 demonstrators were arrested. Several opposition ministers withdrew from the transitional government in protest, and the Independent Election Commission was also hit by a walkout.
Are we really saying that if there's a meeting between the government and the opposition, it will trigger a demonstration next Saturday or a march? No. It seems we constantly expect people to be arrested, hurt, or even killed before people react.
But agreement on how the Election Commission should be restructured remains elusive. At the moment, 7 opposition members of the 25-member body who quit remain outside the process, and Camara remains formally in charge.
Controversy over whether ECOWAS should intervene militarily is raging. Interim President John Kounda Traoré has given the regional economic bloc the green light to end the conflict in the north, but some officials disagree with him. Some people want ECOWAS to give Mali's 26,000-strong army the necessary logistics and let them do the job of reclaiming territory held by insurgent groups. Details in this report.
Mali's request for aid from ECOWAS was scarcely known before a debate was raging in Bamako. The dispute has made headlines in the Malian press. The country's military is refusing all suggestion that ECOWAS troops assist them in restoring order in the troubled north.
Today, Mali has a total of 26,000 men ready to handle the situation. The only thing that the Malian army lacks is material. That's why it has requested logistical support from ECOWAS and the international community.
The SADI party has gone further, questioning all unilateral decisions made by the president.
The request made by the interim president is one that touches on the sovereignty of the people. As such, we want this decision to be submitted to a national consultation.
People are growing frustrated over the inability of the government to settle the question.
Given the situation we're in, I cannot understand why they are challenging the president's decision. We agree, but we don't understand why these people at the top cannot reach an agreement.
Over the last 5 months, northern Mali has been under the control of Islamists intent on imposing Sharia across the entire country. These groups have destroyed cultural sites and terrorized the population.
For President Barack Obama, the quest for a new term brought fresh promises. CNN's Dana Bash has highlights of the National Democratic Convention's final moments.
Barack Obama accepted his party's nomination with the kind of soaring rhetoric that got him elected 4 years ago, except hope and change were replaced by a reality check.
I recognize that times have changed since I first spoke to this convention. Times have changed, and so have I.